18 years ago, the daughter of one of Malaysia's most powerful sultans made headlines when she married an ordinary French man named Aubry. But not everyone was happy about the marriage. According to reports, her father initially opposed the marriage. Yet despite the challenges, the couple refused to give up on each other. So how did a princess and a commoner fight for their love? What sacrifices did they make to be together? And what happened to them 18 years later? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The royal family of Selangor is one of the oldest, wealthiest, and most powerful royal families in all of Malaysia. At the head of this family stands Sultan Sharafuddin, the current Sultan of Selangor and one of the most respected royal figures in the country. He has several children, and among them is a daughter who would grow up to become one of the most admired members of the entire Malaysian royal family. Her name is Tengku Zatasha, and her story is one of the most remarkable royal love stories Malaysia has ever seen. Princess Zatasha was born on October 12, 1973. Her childhood was not without difficulties. Her parents divorced when she was just 14 years old. She received her early education in Kuala Lumpur. She then moved to London for her secondary education at a public school, before going on to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree in Spanish and French from Middlesex University in London. After graduating, she could have chosen a life of luxury within the palace, but she chose to work her way up from the bottom like everyone else. She never wanted to rely on her status. After university, Zatasha worked in many jobs, including as an account executive in Barcelona, a front desk manager at a hotel in London, and a writer at the New Straits Times in Kuala Lumpur. Throughout this time, she never revealed that she was a princess because she wanted to be treated like any other colleague, without special attention or privileges. Her passion for France eventually brought her to Paris, where she enrolled at the Sorbonne University. She lived in a small studio apartment and took the metro every day. She often commuted nearly 2 hours just to attend her evening classes, while also working full-time at L'Oréal's Paris headquarters as an international corporate communications manager. It was during this period, in 2005, that she met a French filmmaker named Aubry through mutual friends. Aubry, a native of Paris, was asked to show the city to Zatasha, who was new there, and he quickly fell for her. Soon after, they shared a romantic dinner together. But unbeknownst to Aubry, the woman sitting across from him was not an ordinary student. She was a real princess. For the first 3 months of their relationship, Aubry had no idea who he was truly dating. Zatasha introduced herself simply as a diplomat's daughter, nothing more. Aubry fell in love with her personality, intelligence, and humor, completely unaware of the extraordinary secret she was keeping. He only discovered the truth by accident when he came across a card from her father featuring a photograph of the Sultan in full royal regalia. The revelation came as a complete shock. Zatasha later explained why she had kept her identity hidden. She said, "I never told anyone because I wanted people to appreciate me for who I am, not because of my title. My status often attracted false friendships and insincere attention, and I wanted to avoid that." 6 months after they met, the couple traveled to Malaysia for a holiday. Aubry later admitted that he was extremely nervous, wondering whether her family and the people of Malaysia would accept him. As soon as they arrived, he began to understand the true extent of Zatasha's position. He watched people bow respectfully before her, something completely unfamiliar to him. It was a world unlike anything he had ever experienced. But the greatest challenge was still ahead. Aubry wanted to marry Zatasha, and that meant asking her father, the Sultan of Selangor, for his blessing. The Sultan was not immediately convinced. A French commoner with no royal title, no noble background, and no royal connections was not the husband he had imagined for his daughter. As a result, he initially opposed the marriage. For 2 years, Zatasha patiently worked to convince her father to accept their relationship. Eventually, the Sultan's resistance softened, and he finally gave the couple his blessing. Their wedding was celebrated in several stages. The religious ceremony took place in November 2007 at the Grand Mosque of Paris. Afterward, the newlyweds celebrated with friends aboard a boat cruising along the Seine River. Then, in February 2008, a magnificent royal reception was held at Istana Alam Shah in Klang, attended by around 500 guests. For Aubry, standing inside a Malaysian royal palace surrounded by centuries of tradition was the realization of something that had seemed almost impossible only a few years earlier. Before the wedding, Aubry converted to Islam. He was given the Muslim name Rahim, which means compassion, generosity, and kindness. When Zatasha heard the name and learned its meaning, she said it was simply perfect, exactly the kind of person he was. After the wedding, the couple decided to leave their life in Paris behind and move permanently to Kuala Lumpur. It was not an easy decision for Aubry, but he was willing to do anything for the woman he loved. He immediately immersed himself in Malaysian culture. He enrolled in Bahasa Malaysia classes and was determined to integrate as quickly and fully as possible. In 2010, Zatasha and Aubry co-founded Originalo, a first-of-its-kind company in Malaysia offering hotel stays, spa treatments, and restaurant dining, all packaged as luxury gift boxes. Aubry also wrote a book about their extraordinary love story titled My Princess, the Sultan and I. But their life together was never just about business and books. The couple shared a deep love of travel and adventure. Over the years, they explored countless destinations around the world, creating a life filled with experiences, discoveries, and unforgettable memories. Perhaps that is one reason they never had children. While they never publicly described it as a sacrifice, they seemed completely happy with the life they had built together. Today, nearly 18 years have passed since their wedding, yet their relationship still appears as strong as ever. Aubry now serves as the Director of Light Targets in Malaysia, a company specializing in lighting design and implementation. He also holds shares in the Cold Stone Creamery franchise in Malaysia and is an active marathon runner. Tengku Zatasha, meanwhile, has never stopped giving back. She serves as a patron and active supporter of numerous charities and community organizations, working closely with programs that support disadvantaged children, vulnerable families, and people facing difficult circumstances. She is described by those who know her as someone who does not simply attend events. She becomes personally involved in every cause she supports. When asked about the secret to their strong marriage, Zatasha said that honesty, communication, and always putting each other first are the foundations of their relationship. Aubry added that a successful marriage requires learning to think less as an individual and more as a team, focusing on the relationship rather than just oneself. Do you think this is the real secret to a happy marriage? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.